Peacemaker. Yes, y'all. So Peacemaker. I know, and I apologize. I told y'all that we were gonna do a reaction to it yesterday. I was tired. I'm not gonna lie. I was too tired. I was trying to, prep everything for this morning, with the tweets, the memes, the videos, and stuff with Recast T'Challa. I just did not have it in me. Matter of fact, I didn't even finish watching the finale until a couple hours ago. So I freshly got done watching Peacemaker after being so behind. But uh you do have Peacemaker already being renewed for season 2 on HBO Max. So I think that was definitely worth it. Now, by the way, if anybody has not watched Peacemaker, I'm going to talk about some spoilers here. So, while this is up, just take that as your cue that we're going to talk spoilers about Peacemaker, the finale. So if you have not been watching, if you don't want it spoiled, while this is up, go on somewhere. Like just mute it real quick until I take it down. But I see SJ, I don't want to ruin it for you now. I don't want to ruin it now. Like so, because we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Uh Paula, yeah, just go on for a minute. Just take a step. I ain't gonna talk too much about it, but yes, we're gonna go in there. Now, if you don't care, of course, stay here. That's fine too. But yes, so Peacemaker season 2 is renewed for season 2, and of course, that I think that was a no-brainer, right? Like Peacemaker was obviously one of the better shows on HBO Max. Now, if you don't like, or if you didn't like James Gunn's version of Suicide Squad, you're not gonna like Peacemaker because this is right in line with it. It's the same characters, same storyline, same everything. So that is definitely something. And this time, from what I hear, let's see. Yeah, James Gunn announced it. From what I read earlier, James Gunn is actually going to direct all 6 or 7 some odd episodes of season 2. A lot of times, like you'll have the big director do the first episode and then the last one have some other people do the fillers or whatever. But this time it seems like James Gunn is actually going to do it from beginning to end. So that's actually kind of cool. I thought that was I think that is actually a good move. But for my reaction for the finale, especially, I mean, first of all, this whole series, I enjoyed it. I liked Peacemaker. I thought it was funny. I thought it was enjoyable. I like the action in this. I think that this is probably one of the better roles for John Cena. I mean, it's so funny how like he is growing as an actor. I will say that because when he first got on the scene, rough. Oh, I mean, it was unbearable to watch. But my man is actually doing his thing. And I think this is a perfectly suited character for him because James Gunn, James Gunn is doing for John Cena what Taika Waititi did for Thor, right? You're bringing in someone who can tap into the strengths of the big muscle actor guy, so the actor that probably doesn't have the best acting range, but at the same time, you can mask that by giving them the comedy and giving them the like different moments. Because I think what works so well, especially with James Gunn's writing in this series, is that he will make these characters goofy, outright stupid, but then he will give them really heartfelt moments. I mean, again, we're talking spoilers here. So when he had to kill his father, that was huge. I felt like we was going through a therapy session with a lot of these characters. I mean, each of these characters, even Adebayo, like Waller's daughter, she also was like going through some things where she had to betray her friends, but then she had to like, do right by Peacemaker and stuff. And then even like I'll say this, I really, really like the themes that they get into in this series too. With the butterflies and stuff. The butterflies was like, yo, we just trying to live. And we was gonna help y'all because y'all out here arguing over mass. Y'all out here arguing over political stuff that don't matter. Y'all arguing about this, that, or whatever, global climate change or whatever, and I have to say, I like how they are engaging this through the character of, Peacemaker, because now it forces him to make all these different decisions. He had to make a tough decision, like, yo, you're the one. She challenged him, the butterfly lady at the end. She was like, yo, you're a peacemaker. We out here trying to bring some peace. What you gonna do? And he was like, well, he activated the helmet and boom, that was it. Like, he did not side with him. So it's very interesting to see what that does to his character and where he goes from there. And y'all, I gotta say, I love that cameo at the end. I thought that was hilarious when the Justice League showed up and he was like, y'all are late. And he was like, y'all are late. The hell y'all doing? So it was really dope. Oh, by the way, I think that this was actually it was reported that Marvel actually shot that major cameo in the finale. So basically, it was Marvel's camera crew that did it. So here's what James Gunn had to say. He said, I think before we ever shot the show, we talked to Jason Momoa about it, and he was cool. So he was pretty much on board from the beginning. And then Ezra, I just found out through some common friends, liked my movies a lot. And so I asked if he would come in and shoot this scene, and he kindly agreed to do that. Actually, Marvel shot Ezra for us while we were shooting Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He continued to say that Marvel owed DC because the Peacemaker crew shot my screen test for Chukwudi for Guardians Volume 3. Chukwudi is actually the black brother who played Murn in the show. And then he goes on to say, and then we got Ezra with the Guardians Volume 3 crew. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. That was pretty dope that they were able to do that. By the way, I love Chukwudi in this series. Murn was one of my favorite characters. My man went out with a bang. I did not like the fact that they had to kill him, but he was definitely my favorite. Like, Harcourt would come in and be like, did you know that was Waller's daughter? He was like, yeah. You don't think I'd do a background check on all y'all first? The hell? Of course I knew. I love Murn. Man, I miss the fact that they ain't have to do my man like that or butterfly like that. But definitely enjoyed it. I think out of all the characters, Vigilante is probably the funniest one. To me, Vigilante had the funniest scene where he went to the jail to go fight all the KKK members. I was cracking up. I can't even repeat half of the stuff that he was saying, but the mere fact that this dude was just like, "Yeah, I'm about to whoop all y'all butts," and he just threw all his hand. Vigilante was the MVP in my opinion. I love Vigilante in this. But this is the other thing. James Gunn does a really good job about developing characters. All the characters in this series, I thought, were well done, very well. Even the beard dude, I forget his name. He was also really good too. Did y'all know, by the way, did y'all know that Harcourt and James Gunn were dating or together? I didn't know that because it's like, well, let me not speak on that, but they're dating. I didn't know that. I just looked on James Gunn's Instagram. I was like, dang, you got a whole lot of pictures with Harcourt. What are you doing? This is awkward. Oh, y'all together. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, apparently they are together. They're a thing. So make that what you will. Yeah, that's it. Dye Beard. That's who I was talking about. But yeah, anyway. So I love the character development. Like I said, the one thing I would knock, and it's a slight knock, so please don't come at me with, E-Man hates comedy. No, I don't. If you watch this channel, come on now. I love comedy. But I thought that sometimes some of the jokes ran a little too long. I loved when they would do their little banter. I loved when, John Cena would like just go off his little rants and be like, no, Batman sucks. And he does this and it. Like, I love that. But sometimes I felt like, all right, the joke is cool. I got my laugh. I understood it. Y'all could have cut that. Save it for the bonus features. Because if y'all know, at the end of every episode, they do show you the little blooper outtakes and stuff. Save it for that. But like sometimes I felt like they just let that run a little too long. But outside of that, I thoroughly enjoyed Peacemaker. I will definitely be watching for the second season. But y'all let me know, what was y'all rating for the season overall for Peacemaker. I think overall, if I had to give it something on a scale from 1 to 10, it was definitely better than Book of Boba Fett. I know that much. I definitely had more fun with this overall than that. I would probably say, I don't know if I want to give it an 8 or 8.5. It's somewhere in between there. Yeah, it's somewhere in between an 8 and an 8.5. I don't know which one I want to get. I have to sleep on it, but I'll land somewhere around there. Fun, enjoyable, had a good time with it. Looking forward to the second season. So that was my take. Let me see what the people feeling. Let's see. 8, okay. 9.5, 9.5, 8, okay. 7 to 8, okay. 8, 8, 7, 10, 7, 8.5. There we go. 9, 9. Okay. All right. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right. That sounds fair. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.